Hey guys, it's Ian. It is April 21st, 2014, and I am officially 5 months and 8 days on testosterone. This is my update video. It's a little bit late, of course, like normal, so that's that's how the cookie crumbles. So, um, I don't know, my voice might be a little deeper sometimes. It varies from day to day. Some days it's deeper than others. It just kind of depends. Um, my facial hair is has grown in more. Definitely like around my chin region, under my chin, like around here is constantly itchy all the time. Um, on the actual, yeah, I've got acne too a little bit now. I get the puberty face going on, so got a little bit of chin acne coming in. Um, on the actual day of my 5 months on T, because this hair, like around this region, was like an inch long, I decided it was a good decision to probably shave it. So I went ahead and did, and after 8 days later, I already have hair coming back. Like it's already prickly all over my face. So that's a good sign because I was wondering, I'm like, how long is this gonna take to come back, you know? But it didn't really honestly take very long at all. I mean, a week tops, which is comforting. I mean, I didn't know if it was gonna take that long or not. Um, so yeah, in regards to more body changes, I think the other things to mention, I've had people tell me that my voice is getting deeper like than they heard previously. My uncle told me that, and my cousin told me that she thought this month I actually had more physical changes month to month than I had previously. I don't personally see it, but I see myself in the mirror every day. It's hard to tell. So that's what these videos are for. I'll look back and be able to tell. Um, I don't know. We'll see. I think this is starting, like, it's barely starting to come in a little bit more, a little bit at a time. Um, as far as my face, I can't really tell. I don't know. It's hard to remember. I know, like, I got crazy eyebrows, and I try to maintain them, but they just come in everywhere. Yes, my eyebrows are everywhere. No, I'm just kidding. Um, yeah, I got a haircut. That's nice. An offender did it. Speaking of which, work has been good. I uh I had an incident. I'm on night shift now, but one of the last days when I was on day shift, um, an offender, no, two offenders and our kitchen worker, like they were both kitchen workers, but she's like a company kitchen worker. They're a private company that comes in and works at our facility. So I was heading to the elevator, and they all, like, two of the offenders kind of approached me and they're like, "Hey man, what's what's going on?" You know, and they're like, "Hey, are you a boy or a girl?" And I'm like, "What kind of question is that, dude?" I'm like, "I'm a guy, man. What? That's a weird question to ask." And trying to play it off like there's nothing to question. That's stupid. Because you don't ever want anybody to blow your cover, blow your passing or anything. And so they didn't go into too much depth about it. And next thing I know, the company worker girl was like, "Yeah, I was wondering if it was you or not because I heard because there's only like 6 new employees that got hired." She's like, "I heard one of the new people is in the process of transition." And at that like moment, my brain was just like, "What? Like, what are you talking about? Who are you, for one?" I had no idea who this girl even was, had never met her officially in my life. I mean, I'd seen her, but didn't know even her name. How she knew that was beyond me, and it totally, like, in my head, I was freaking out. Like, what in the world? Why would you say that in front of these offenders who could potentially, like, use this information against me, creating a potentially really dangerous environment for me? Like, what is even going on right now? And so, I mean, that's what's going on in my head. In my demeanor, though, I'm like, that's weird. I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about, like, no idea. because though I'm out amongst my coworkers, that is absolutely not information that needs to be shared inside that facility. There's nobody in there that needs to know about anything regarding any of my personal being. They don't need to know what my name is in my regard. Like, you don't even need to know my eye color unless I give you permission to look me in the eyes. Like, that's just about where I'm at. Like, don't ask anything about me. You don't even need to know anything. So, that totally, like, caught me so off guard. I did play it cool. Luckily, right about after that was brought up, another buddy came up beside me, and the elevator opened. So we got in and continued, and I went home, or well, we went to a meeting to catch up on that day, and then I went home that day. And that car ride, I was just thinking, like, what in the world would somebody be thinking to bring that up in front of offenders? Like, not saying that everybody's dangerous, but that is a place where people go when they are not truthful people in most regards. So why would you bring that up and create a potentially dangerous environment for someone you have no idea about? Like, if you have questions about it, go ahead and feel free to ask me in private, but not in front of people. I can't. I'll just get off this right now. But to make a long story short, I had brought it up to some of the officers with a little more seniority the next day. Told them the scenario. They were really caught off guard by it also, and one of them was an old woman, and a very sweet woman, and she actually called HR about it, but they also instructed me that I needed to go and I needed to talk to the lieutenant and the captain and stuff. So I went ahead down to the main office where all those guys hang out, and I told them in a private meeting, and they initially had instructed me to write a report about it, so I went ahead and did. I had the next couple days off because of the way my schedule was, and wrote a report over my day off, and brought it back in. And that next day I came in, she was already fired. They were not fooling around. That was not a joking matter or anything. So, I mean, I felt very happy that they were so proactive to ensure that I was safe in the environment and that that wouldn't happen again. So that was really awesome that they were like that. But yeah. So that was a really stressful situation, but it's recovered now or whatever. So everything's cool there. Um, I went to the endocrinologist, and that went really well. Got to meet my new doctor, and he will see me again in 6 months. He's happy with how everything's going. He didn't up my dosage or lower my dosage or anything. I mean, everything's going smoothly. I mean, aside from just slight acne, I really still have not had any trouble with transition so far, which, knock on wood, that's fantastic. I'm in the process of also saving for top surgery. So got my tax check, and that's where that's going to be going. So putting money away, just continuing to save. It's gonna be a little chunk of change, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna make me happier. So I'm excited for that. Back to the endocrinologist. Since I got new insurance and stuff, things are working differently, and I actually got a whole bunch of syringes. That's a whole box worth of like 100 syringes, and I also have tips. So, 18 gauge and 25 gauge needles that I withdraw and inject with. So, yeah, those weren't too expensive, and the vials that I got now, I had like the big. I'll show you. I had the big vial that I've been using, and it's almost gone. That's almost finished now, and my insurance didn't cover that any further because it's different, and so they gave me like these little bitty ones. So that's gonna be kind of a pain in the butt to have to go back every couple months to get that, but it's still not very expensive, so that's what I'm thankful for. Um, yeah, so the endocrinologist went well, work is going well. My last, I think, really big update is I sent an email because I keep in contact with one professor in particular because she is a psychology of gender and gender studies and whatnot professor at my campus, and I had come out to her when I was in her class and stuff and did a really awesome like presentation or something about being trans, and wrote a paper that she is going to use for her classes or has used for her classes or whatever now. And she asked me in that year to come back and speak, but it was a little too soon in transition for me and too soon after coming out, and I wasn't quite as comfortable in myself. And now I think I'm at a point where I can really do that and I can help and I can be courageous and stand in front of a group of people. I mean, this talking by myself in my bedroom into a computer is simple. It's public, but it's private. Standing in front of a group might be a little difficult, but I think I can handle it. Especially because it's going to be a couple months down the way. It's going to be in the fall semester, um, for maybe one or two classes. I'm not really sure exactly what she's got in mind for me, but I'm pretty stoked for it, honestly. I think that'll be a big turning point in my life. I've always wanted to teach people and to help, and I think that can really fulfill that for me. So I'm pretty excited about it. It's thrilling to be able to broaden the minds of others and expand everyone's knowledge and give them a look. I mean, what else are we here for aside for to teach each other and to help? So if you're different, let people in on your differences and give them an idea. And I mean, I am very different. I always have been. So what else can I do but teach you about the differences in us, you know? So my cat says hello. She agrees. See? So yeah, I think that's it, guys. So I hope you are doing well. Tomorrow's my birthday, and it's also Earth Day, so please be kind to the Earth and enjoy the beautiful weather that we're supposed to have. I'm going to go to the zoo with some great people and enjoy myself and my day off, and spend some time in nature probably, because that's what I love. So yeah, I'll be doing that, and I my next update is 6 months, and I'm excited for that. So I might, if I can figure out how, make a comparison video to see if I can kind of tell with my face and stuff, if I can tell like how I look in comparison, if it's different, because it's hard for me to tell. But yeah, guys, I hope you have a great next month, and I will talk to you soon. Please be well and take care. Be kind. Bye.